Psychological trauma is defined by the American Psychiatric Association as an event or events that involve actual or threatening death in a serious injury or threat to the physical integrity of self or others. Examples include military combat, violent personal attack, natural or human-made disasters, torture. For children, sexually traumatic events may include age-inappropriate sexual experiences without violence or injury. That's in the DSM-4. Those who experience that, that's a diagnostic manual for all sort of clinical disorders. Like adults who experience trauma, children and adolescents who have been abused cope by using a variety of psychological mechanisms. One of the most effective ways people cope with overwhelming trauma is called dissociation. That's a key word, so if you want to write that down and highlight that, underline it, make it big on your notepad or whatever you want to do, it's an important word and it explains a lot of pattern behaviours with young people. This dissociation is a complex mental process during which there is a change in a person's consciousness which disturbs the normal connected function of identity, memory, thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Daydreaming during a boring lecture is a good example. So I hope you're not daydreaming right now. I hope you're connected with me. But there's a healthy form of dissociation. That's one example. Gee, this guy's boring. He's talking too much.
None of us are. It's all right, Kevin.
So, like, you know, I've got to go and check my Facebook now or whatever. But then there's an unhealthy form of dissociation, and that really is about ignoring this emotional pain, these memories. And so what we'll do is we'll do anything we can to sever connection with these memories and these emotional problems that we're experiencing. And so often we'll mask these with drugs and alcohol. Maybe we become workaholics. Maybe we won't form relationships. We avoid relationships. We avoid friendships, closeness, intimacy. We quickly disassociate. And with guys, it's an important thing to consider with young males, because when young males are sexually abused, they can't control the arousal factors in their biology, and so what happens for them, things happen like, you know, they get an erection and all that sort of stuff, and then there's this lot of guilt and a lot of shame. So when they do form a relationship with a girlfriend and they have their first sexual encounter, because of the biological reactions, it becomes really, really difficult and really hard to process. Now, if you've got a young person like that, they probably need a little bit more than counselling. So maybe a clinical psychologist to a psychiatrist would be the best approach for that, because that really is quite a messed up sort of process that they're in. They can't do it because of these memories, and so they need some intensive work there. So just be mindful that some cases the sexual abuse counsellors can do things, and other cases it can be quite extreme, that maybe a good referral to a good clinical psychologist / psychiatrist might be the process. And I know it's expensive, even under the Medicare rebate scheme, it's quite expensive, but you know, there's ways around that, and so it's just about exploring options.